What's up everyone, it's Jenna. So today I'm actually not doing creative chats and chai, and I'll talk about that in a second, but I'm actually doing a May favorites video. So with creative chats and chai, I've decided I want to transition the series into a podcast. Woohoo! I'm so excited. I've never done a podcast before, but I really want to test it out and see what happens. I love being able to talk to people on the phone or in person and being able to record our conversations about creative topics. So I'm so excited. I haven't even announced it yet, so this is a huge announcement. I am starting a podcast. It's going to be called Creative Chats and Chai with Jenna Redfield, just like the YouTube series. So I'm going to be transitioning that over. I'm so very excited about that. So instead, this YouTube channel is going to be more about just maybe once a month I'll do monthly favorites, I'll do a couple other types of videos, room tours, things that I really like to do, DIYs. That's kind of how I started this channel, and that's kind of how I want to go back to that. So Creative Chats and Chai will be transitioning over into a podcast. So stay tuned for that, more announcements on my website. So let's get started on May favorites and what I've been loving this month. So since I'm not really like a beauty guru or anything, I only have a couple of makeup things, but I really wanted to talk about some other things I've been loving, like movies, music, TV shows, accessories, etc. So let's get started. So the first thing that I wanted to share today is this lipstick. This is the Milani Naked Matte Lipstick, and I have been looking for this in a lot of different stores. Milani is pretty hard to find. It's in certain Walgreens and CVS's, and every time I went it was sold out. So I finally found it, and this is what I'm wearing today. I like it because it's just a natural looking matte lipstick, and Milani is one of my favorite makeup brands, so I had to have it. It was only like $5, so might as well. So that's been, I just got it a few days ago, so I've been loving it a lot. The second makeup is this Eyeko London Skinny Mini Liquid Eyeliner Black. Now I got this in my Birchbox, which I just started subscribing to. I've been liking Birchbox a lot because it introduces me to new brands, and they have a lot of really great products in there. Last month I wasn't a huge fan because it was all about self-tanning, which I'm not really someone that does that myself, so it wasn't something I really was interested in terms of the stuff that it came in, but I'm excited for next month, which I'm sure will be great. So this came in my Birchbox, and I am terrible at eyeliner, but this one is kind of helping me make my eyeliner better, so been loving that. So the third thing in my monthly favorites is this necklace, and I got it on eBay, and it is a knockoff of the J. Crew version, but this was only like 15 bucks. So it was sent straight from China, and I've gotten so many compliments on it. I highly recommend it. I'll have all the links to everything that I talk about in the description below, but I really, really love this necklace, and I will do a close-up of it for you. The next thing in my monthly favorites is these shoes. So I've been loving these shoes that I got at DSW. They are from the company Spring Step, and I will link the actual names of the shoes below, but they are so comfortable. The heels aren't too high because I don't do well in high heels, but they have been very easy. I can actually bike with these. I don't know, I just can try that out. So that's what I've been loving for shoes on my feet. So the next of my monthly favorites is an app or like a website that I use. I've been obsessed with Unroll Me, which is a newsletter and like email subscription sort of sorter for you. So what you can do is you connect it to your email, and then asks you, it looks for all of your subscriptions in your inbox, asks you if you want to roll it up into like a daily email, if you want to unsubscribe completely, or if you want to keep it in your inbox. Now I get so many newsletters and subscriptions that I like never read. So what I did was I unsubscribed from probably 80% of them, and the 20% that I wanted to keep, I rolled them up into a daily email that I get them all in one email. So it's helped my inbox so much because I get so many newsletters that I just know I'm never gonna read, but just keep them there. So I highly, highly recommend, if you have so many newsletters that you can't even keep up and unsubscribing from them, I recommend Unroll Me. You know, I'm not being paid by them, I just absolutely love their services. So highly recommend Unroll Me. So I'm reading a couple of books right now. One is called Will It Fly by Pat Flynn, and it basically is a template into whether or not an idea that you have works and whether or not you should go forward with it. So I really need that because I come up with so many ideas and never know which ones I should actually pursue, because some of them are great ideas, but you know, it's a lot of work to get going, etc., etc. So I've been really enjoying that book. The other one is called Blue Ocean Strategy. It's a pretty old book. It came out about 15 years ago, but it's all about creating a blue ocean, which is basically your own innovative direction of your business, and not a red ocean, which is where you think of sharks fighting each other, becomes a red ocean where it's a bunch of people having similar ideas all just kind of combating each other. But by making a blue ocean, you're kind of setting the stage for something completely new and innovative. So I've been reading that as well. As for TV shows, I have been loving this new show on Fox. It's called Coupled, and it's kind of like The Bachelor, except it's more of like Tinder in real life. So what happens is there's all these women, like really nice, accomplished women, CEOs of businesses, really cool people. They all come to this island in Anguilla, I believe, and they all are there, and then these men, they fly in and they sit and talk to the men, and they walk right if they like them and walk left if they don't, and then he gets to pick two from the ones that said yes, and then they get to go to this like retreat and like get to know each other better, and then he picks one to spend the rest of the time with there. And it's really interesting because it's different than The Bachelor, where it's actual relationships and not just 25 women competing for one guy and all that, but it's like actually like real life situations. So I thought it was a really interesting concept, and I really like the show, and it's really interesting to watch, and it's beautiful there, and I just want to go there really bad. So that show is really interesting. Another show that I've been loving, which is kind of like way beneath my age level or whatever, but is Girl Meets World. I was a huge Boy Meets World fan, and just being able to watch Girl Meets World and seeing like Corey and Topanga and everyone, it just kind of brings me back to the 90s. It's actually a pretty good show. I know it's on Disney Channel and whatever, but I think it's a pretty good show, and I really like the characters. And so it's something I've been watching on Netflix recently, so that's something that I've been enjoying. As for movies, I don't watch a lot of movies, but I did watch the documentary called Twinsters, which I've been following their story for a long time and never got around to watching the actual documentary. It was amazing. It's about two girls who were adopted from Korea, and they were placed into separate homes, one in France, one in America. And in their 20s, they find out about each other, and they meet each other, and it's their journey discovering that they had an identical twin. So it's a really good documentary on Netflix. Recommend it. Another movie that I'm hoping to see soon is Me Before You. I read the book about 2 years ago, and I actually gave it to my mom for her birthday one year and had her read it too. So for Mother's Day this year, I gave her 2 tickets to see it at the local movie theater. So I'm really excited to see it, and I'm hoping it's a really good movie just like the book. For my favorite songs, one of them is actually from the trailer of Me Before You. It's called Unsteady by X Ambassadors. If you haven't watched the trailer, it's like towards the end of the trailer, and it's in all the like TV commercials, but I really love that song, and it's really pretty, and that just, I listen to it all the time now. Another song that I've been loving is also in another movie trailer that I watched called The Space Between Us, I think it's called, and the song is The Fire and the Flood by Vance Joy, and it's on the radio and stuff, but I really like that song as well. And I also been obsessed with Me Too by Meghan Trainor, Work From Home by Fifth Harmony, and Lost Boy by Ruth B. Those are all in like the top 10 on iTunes, so you can definitely check those out. I listen to them all on a playlist on Spotify, which I will link below. All of my monthly favorites in terms of music. So if you guys are interested in that and have a Spotify account, make sure to follow that playlist because I update it a lot. So those are all my monthly favorites, I believe. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope to do this at least once every couple months if I have time to do a monthly favorites. I really like watching monthly favorites videos, and being able to share what I've been loving is really fun as well. So I hope to see you guys next week, hopefully, if I get a video up. If not, I'll see you guys soon, and make sure to check out the link, all the links below that has all the links to all the stuff. Again, I'm not trying to sell anything, I really love all this stuff, and nothing is sponsored. So thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I'll see you later. Bye!